Hey, just who I wanted to see. Come, sit. First and foremost, how are you? Fantastic. That's good to hear. Really good. So, just to jump into it, don't need to cushion ourselves here. Uh, no, you're not. You've been doing a phenomenal job. Um, the reports, I've read them all. Very good work. There's just one problem. It doesn't have anything to do with you, necessarily. And, of course, I've seen the work that you've been putting in. It's so wonderful to have you around. Really just great. And I know you've been working overtime. So, two things that I wanted to talk about today. First and foremost being that I do have another assignment for you. And yes, I have been giving you a lot of work. I recognize that, which is why well, you sure have a lot to say today. Right. Well, there is a reason for everything, isn't there? Like I said, I know you've been putting in a lot of hours here, and you do get paid overtime. Yes, I understand that. Which is why I'm trying to get to the point that there may be some merit in your theory. Yes, well, you are an exemplary worker. So. I could, but why should I hire others to do this work when I know that you can do it perfectly? It is less work on you, but it's more pay. So, are you saying you don't want the extra hours? See, that may not work for me. Well, like I said, you're basically my favorite. You are, and you're my favorite. In more senses than one. What I'm trying to get at here is perhaps there's a reason I want you in the office. You know, I work very late in the night. So late that we end up being the only two in the office. Right. Of course you've noticed. I'm your boss. And I've noticed you. I've noticed everything you do. Very close eye on you. And let's just say, I like this thing we have going on. Perhaps it is one-sided, but I quite enjoy our time together. Don't you? Well, I find you exemplary. I've memorized all your little quirks, every feature on your face, even the outfits you wear to work, which could be expanded upon. Let's be real. I'm saying that I enjoy our alone time, and if I wasn't your boss, perhaps other things could have been arranged, but formally, this is the closest I can get. Yes, formally, without HR getting involved, and if HR got involved, you'd be moved to a different branch, and I can't watch you from over there, can I? So, yes, you're my favorite employee. Does that answer your question? Why you get so much overtime? Why I won't hire anyone else? It's because I have a special interest in you. And I would like to continue it, but I guess it's up to you now. Well, we could go out and get a very platonic drink. Or tomorrow you go to HR and you get moved to a different branch for how I spoke to you. Uncomfortable intimacy. That's what you could describe it as. But, just so you know, I've thought about this a lot. And I could pull a few strings, make things happen. Once again, if you're interested. And maybe we can upgrade that wardrobe of yours and that salary. That was what I was getting to before you rudely interrupted me 3 times. Not something I would let slide with normal coworkers, by the way. Normal employees. Definitely not employees. A raise. So much good work you put in. Really good. So good, in fact, that I am going on a business trip next month. Maybe I need a +1. Just saying. I can offer you a lot more than you have now. All you need to do is cooperate. Once again, not to sound like a broken record, if you want this, no HR, no nothing. Strings get pulled, we can get attached. But if you want to move branches, that's totally fine. Well, I'll do what everyone else does when they're rejected and move on. Maybe I'll find some other little pet to go on little adventures with. Well, that's what a business trip is for, right? I mean, half of it is for. Right. Just something to think about. And, that project that I was talking about. Yeah, gonna need this in by, let's say, 10 tomorrow. Right. Gives you plenty of time, though. Of course, anything for you. Don't forget. Different branch. Same boss. So, let's not go talking about this with your friends. Word spreads fast, and let's just say I don't want other people on my doorstep trying to get a quick buck. Because that's not what we're here for, is it? You act oblivious, but I can just see it. I see it in the way you look at me now, and I see your gaze when you think I'm not looking. But I am. My eyes are always on you. My favorite little employee. You're dismissed. I'll be expecting that report. Good. Get out. Go home. Go eat dinner or whatever you do at night. I've got some things to finish here, if you don't mind. Right. See you tomorrow. Or not. Good night.